So I thought I was done with this Sniper Wolf situation. I thought this saga was completed. I didn't think that I was actually going to be coming back to this. I keep saying this every single time I make a video on her, that, oh yeah, this is my last one. I promise there's nothing else to talk about. What else could she possibly do? And then I get proven wrong. And I get proven wrong and wrong and wrong again. And it's just like this one. There's more stuff that just keeps on happening and I can't fathom it. And it's just very interesting because of how it's all been playing out. Now, because I'm late to this party, I'm tardy to the party, if you will, I had to do a lot more detective work. Call me Sherlock Holmes, because I had to go doing some detective work and actually find evidence by looking at other YouTuber videos, looking at histories. It's been complicated. I had to put this together like an FBI board as if I'm playing Alan Wake 2. It's unfortunate, but here we are. And for those that are wondering, oh, Wasabi, why is this so hard? I mean, clearly all the other YouTubers talked about it. They were able to show everything. So why is it hard for you? And I got you. Don't worry. It's because she decided to make her Twitter account private. So here it is. It says only approved followers can see Sniper Wolf's posts. To request access, click follow. Now, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist or a genius to understand that's not a good look for your profile, especially someone as popular as who she is. When you go to her profile and you see it's private, you can't help but wonder why. What's going on? You hiding something, buddy? Is there some things you don't want to see? Well, guess what? Sniper Wolf Detective Wasabi's on the case. And even though there's already a bunch of other YouTubers who covered it, I'm covering it now too. And you can't stop me. Just because you made your profile private does not mean shit to me. I will find it one way or another, because guess what? I don't like the shit that you do on this platform at all. And honestly, I still believe to this day that she shouldn't be on this platform anymore. So for those that haven't been keeping up with this Dragon Ball Z saga, there's a whole bunch of fucking videos to this whole thing. Link in the description below. I got a whole playlist. I'll make it today. It's called the Sniper Playlist or some I don't know, but you can go there if you want to know everything that's been going on. I'm not going to keep recapping every single video. But now for the new drama, Sniper Wolf is now going after another YouTuber because she believes that she has copied her 1-to-1, and that everything that YouTuber has been doing is it's not good. She's just wanting to be Sniper Wolf. Everything in her whole career, just Sniper Wolf clone. That's all she is, when in reality, it's far from it. So for your daily dose of a reminder, this is Sniper Wolf's YouTube channel, 34.1 million subscribers. Keep that in mind, just because of everything that she's done up to this point. A YouTuber this fucking big has just fumbled this is what's really just, I know, I'm gonna get to the story in a second. I just have to say this. It's so wild. It's so interesting to see a YouTuber so big that had it made for them. They literally just had the bag in their hand, just 24/7. All they had to do was shut the fuck up. They didn't have to say anything. She could have just gone on her life, just keep doing this shit and ignore everything else that happened. But no, she had to sit there and let her ego get the best of her, and then realize because she knows her own content sucks, she doesn't like when anyone else calls her out. And so then she has to feel like she needs to defend herself and be like, oh, what the fuck y'all talking about? You're just coming after me. You're just hating, bro. No, your content sucks dick. That's all it is. Your content is trash. It's awful. It's garbage. And you feel hurt because you know it's the truth. But in reality, you had it made. You were getting away making the most low tier quality content known to mankind on this platform. You had it easy, but now you had to fumble it. And even though realistically, this isn't going to be a career ruining move for her, if the doxing shit didn't do anything, this isn't going to do anything either. It is just wild to see a YouTuber as big as her just fuck it up so much. So this is the video that pretty much kicked everything off. It's a video from Nerd City. It's called Sniper Wolf Stole Her Life. And it's an interview between Nerd City and another YouTuber by the name of Azzyland. Now, I didn't know who she was until this whole thing popped off, which is kind of funny at the idea that now Sniper Wolf bringing attention to this and talking about it just made me now aware of another YouTuber, which is who she claims is a copycat. Sniper Wolf believes that Azzyland is the biggest copycat known to mankind. She pretty much just lives, breathes, and eats and sleeps to try and be just like Sniper Wolf, when that's far from the case, especially from everything that was inside this video. I'm gonna put a link in the description below so you can check it out later. Now, I will take some bits and pieces from this video just to showcase some things as we're going through this video, just to bring home some of the points, but I highly encourage that you check out this video after you're done watching this one. Now, for those who didn't know who Azzyland was, just like me, this is her page, 13.3 million subscribers. It looks like her channel is literally just like all TikTok React channels, Sniper Wolf channels. It's just the same shit. You're just reacting to the most viral shit on the internet. Not exactly a brand new concept. Literally all these channels do it. It makes them a fuckload of money. So of course, why wouldn't they do it? At the end of the day, go get your bag, I guess. whoopsie-doo. But from what I have seen from at least going through some of her videos, is she at least credits the creator, which is already a big step up. That's doing more than SSSniperWolf ever did. The only reason why SSSniperWolf now even has that on her videos is because of Jack's films. Without him doing his whole bingo shit and his whole second channel pretty much just made to critique and criticize her content, she never would have even bothered to do it. Or for the fact that now a lot of creators start trying to copyright claim her videos because they didn't even know that she took her shit, which is even more wild when you think about it. But that's Azzyland in a nutshell. So following that video from Nerd City with the interview with Azzyland, there was this tweet that Dexterdo made that says SSSniperWolf has been accused by fellow YouTuber Azzyland of copying her content, stealing her presenting style, inciting harassment from fans, and lying with fake evidence to cover her tracks. And then these were just some of the screenshots that Dexterdo posted, and I'll show a little bit more of the clip from Nerd City in a second. But SSSniperWolf said, I have a backup of videos and screenshots before she changed the thumbnails to make it look like I copied her. I have proof she copied my thumbnails, SEO, the way I speak, the jokes I make. The way you're trying to manipulate this is fraud. Okay. All right, buddy. And there's one point from Moist Critical that I just want to mention real quick that he said, which I 100% agree with this and find interesting. When this video came out between Nerd City and shit like that, and then this article came out, she responded to this shit quick. She was like, oh, fuck that. No shot. I ain't putting on this disrespect. Oh, this is just, it's fraud. And it's genuinely crazy. The idea that she was able to respond to this quick and try and back up herself and be like, oh, nah, fuck this. I ain't letting this go on. But then when she docs Jack's films, it's like, oops, hey. Who gives a shit, right? You know, I mean, yeah, I made an apology. Like, I was going to do it. It's just not a priority. But this... no siree, I'm not gonna take no disrespect. Oh no, I'm original. Everybody else are fakes.
Similarities between Azra and Leah just can't be helped, but others were manufactured intentionally.
More plants that I'm killing.
A luscious, well taken care of plant.
Hey man, can I copy your homework?
Yeah, but change it up a little so the teacher don't notice.
This is a mirror.
And this is my favorite mirror. Finally got it, and it doesn't really go without.
I like mirrors.
There may never be a better example of be careful what you wish for.
So following that tweet, SSSniperWolf wasn't done. She was still hungry. She wanted to clap back more. And so she said, the fact that you can just go on a video and lie about everything is insane to me. And then she tries to sit there and make this as like her, got him. You know, it's like, all right, here's my videos and then here's her videos. Look at that. I made my videos with these thumbnail styles before she did, which is kind of interesting just because this doesn't really mean shit. Let me zoom in for you. Let me enhance this. I know it's blurry as fuck. I had to, you know, screenshot this from like other YouTubers videos because I can't go to the real shit no more. But this was her proof. And the funny thing when she shows this, and I don't get this, is it says 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago. You showing this doesn't show anything. Why don't you come with the hard proof, like the facts, the actual release date of the actual video? If you're trying to make a case, you need to actually have substantial evidence. This shows nothing. Both videos clearly say 3 years ago. So for all we know, Azzyland could have had her video come out before SSSniperWolf's video. Wow, what a crazy thought. But you know what, for SSSniperWolf's fans, because they're all kids and they don't know any better, they're probably just gonna be like, oh my god, Azzyland, she's fucking stealing from SSSniperWolf. That's not cool. That's fucked up. And again, her hunger couldn't be satisfied. She had to go and make another tweet, again just digging herself into a deeper hole, making herself look like a big fucking fool. She says, I have screenshots of you uploading the same exact video as me minutes after I uploaded multiple on occasions. So the video top is Azzyland, and her video says creative people who are on another level, and that was 12 minutes ago. And then below it, SSSniperWolf's video says creative people on another level, and then it says 22 minutes ago. And so just like the Twitter context thing that pretty much just claps at SSSniperWolf, it says right here, doesn't prove anything. The videos cited for evidence only have a similar title and don't contain the same thumbnails or clips. Both Azzyland and SSSniperWolf have created videos with almost the same title before, and that's kind of a big point.
Maybe, Leah, if you're watching this, you've copied something already that we set a trap. Is there anything that you're doing now or that you could be doing in the future that has its origins with me?
You're too smart for this world.
She's going to be worried. She should be worried about the thousands of videos. Like, she probably doesn't even remember how many times she's copied you. How many times have you noticed that she's copied your thumbnails or a title or whatever? Did you ever bother to count them?
Things that are like very obvious, like exact replicas, it's minimum like 50. But if you're not counting those, like up to 200.
Ones where you've got her dead to rights, like for sure, 50. and then somewhere it's like maybe just coincidental, but it's like partial copying. 200.
SSniperWolf tends to live in some echo chamber where she believes that she's the originator on this platform and that anybody else who does anything similar to her content is a copycat. That's almost the equivalent of someone saying, "Hey Wasabi, you're copying Moist Critical. Hey Wasabi, you're copying some ordinary gamers. They're clearly the originals. They're the ones who made this video first." And then their God moment is, "Look, you got the same title as them. Oh, you're copying the same thumbnail style as them, or you got the same XYZ. Dog, you know how many fucking commentary channels that are out here that first of all use the same title, use the same thumbnails, use the same everything. It is nothing brand new. This is literally just a commentary field. Sure, you can sit there and try and experiment, go outside the norm, you can do different things. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, this is commentary. The whole point of commentary is to talk about things. We are bound to overlap and talk about things, especially big topics. I talked about the Jax film SSniperWolf Dachshund situation before all the other YouTubers. But guess what? I'm not. Who gives a shit if I'm the first one? Because it doesn't matter. That's almost the same situation as SSniperWolf when she makes a video and she's like, "Oh, I was the first one. Everybody else is copying me." I would be an absolute fool, delusional, if I'll sit there and say, "Oh, Moist Critical copied me because I made the video last night and he made his the next day." What the fuck are you talking about? That's essentially what it boils down. You see how absurd that sounds? That's exactly what SSniperWolf sounds like when she says, "Oh, I was the originator." It's like when she called out Mr. Beast, was like, "Oh, look, I made my video before he did. He's clearly copying me." Okay, buddy. So following the post that SSniperWolf made talking about the entire situation, Azzyland also spoke up about it as well. And she said the point was not to accuse her of copying. The point was to highlight hypocrisy, manipulation, and misuse of influence. The only reason copying is even mentioned is because those exact words are used by her over and over to provoke mass bullying that has been going on for about 6 years now. All while she is guilty of the same. I want this type of harassment to end and to break that cycle by urging everyone, please do not direct hate towards SSniperWolf. Let's cross towards kindness. And honestly, I give her big applause. That's a big salute right there. Because honestly, for most YouTubers at this point, no one would even want to say that. They would say, "Hey, you know what? We don't want to send no hate, but hey, it is what it is. His hands off." Like, I'm just being real here. Most people do not have any ounce of kindness left for SSniperWolf because of the shit that she's pulled and her stance and how much she doesn't give a fuck about nobody but herself. But for those that are curious about what Azzyland is talking about, the hate comments and the bullying, I want to play another little clip from the Nerd City video just to explain that point further.
Okay, let's talk about this person since a lot of people ask me about her. Does she copy me? And a lot of people think she is me. Today we're gonna be rating my lookalikes. Wait, hold up. These videos look familiar. I'm gonna have to give that one a 5.
She created the narrative that you had cloned her.
Yeah.
When it was the other way around.
Yeah, I have fans like, I guess, playing both sides and like messaging me and telling me that she's DMing them and like she's kind of like encouraging people to hate on me. I think like that's very manipulative because she's in a position of power and she knows that by messaging children that they'll be starstruck.
They'll believe her.
They'll be starstruck.
They've been deputized by her to go intervene in this and to let you know to quit copying her or whatever. So they've been like kind of dragged into drama to harass you. Just to give people an idea, like what was the scale of this kind of harassment of you? Like how many short form videos were you seeing that were accusing you of copying her? This
became like a really big issue as soon as TikTok became popular. And it started blowing up on there because anybody can make a short form video and things can go really viral on there. Like there was fans that had like 100 followers, they would post it and within the end of the week, they would have like 5 million views on it. And that really encouraged people to make these videos. And I think it accumulated like people just like hating. And it was hundreds and hundreds of fans making videos.
And so with those clips I just showed you, it shouldn't be hard to realize that at the end of the day, YouTubers are still people. Well, most of them. We are all still people. We have feelings. We are just regular people who try to make content that we hope that people enjoy. And whenever you have someone like SSniperWolf that's going through this trouble and trying to tell her fans like, "Oh, look at this copycat," and there's all this evidence of her reaching out and saying, "Hey, look at this copycat," or "Go do this," or, go say this, or any form of I don't like to say brainwashing or mind control because I think that's a little silly to say it out like that. But to use your influence and your reach to try and get your fans to go after somebody else, another creator, and essentially try and bully them so that they don't exist on this platform anymore, or just try and hope that they just give up and don't want to be here no more, is awful. I hate that behavior. I think it's shitty. I do not like any creator who tries to use their influence or power to try and bully other creators that are smaller than them, that have no reach, that have no clout, and are pretty much subjected to whatever the big creator says. I think that's shitty and I will never stand for that. That is why I hate this so much with a passion. I know for a lot of people who see me make so many videos on SSSniperWolf, it almost gets to a point like, why bro? Why you keep making so many videos? And it's because of shit like this. I hate everything that SSSniperWolf stands for. She is not the role model creator that she likes to think that she is, that everyone should all look up to her and this is the star-studded example of what a good YouTuber and good role model is. SSSniperWolf is someone that you should never aim to be like. She is the exact opposite of a role model. She is a bad role model. That is all she is. Now I'm trying to keep this timeline together. Again, this is kind of hard for me to piece all this together, but I'm doing the best I can. So I'm assuming that this tweet came after the original tweet I just read from Azzyland. So of course it's a Twitter moment. Someone says, weird that you come out with all this while the entire internet's already shitting on SSSniperWolf. If you don't want people to send hate towards her, then it's pretty much, they're like saying, why are you making all this? Why is this all out here now? If you really cared, then maybe you should have done this a long time ago or another time after all this died down, when in reality, this is probably the best time to do it. Anyways, Azzyland said, first of all, bullying has never stopped and is still going on today, which is true. But to answer what you said, the reason everyone is giving her a hard time is exactly the reason I'm coming out. The reason put another creator and his family in danger. It wasn't a mistake. A mistake is spilling a drink. Showing up in the middle of the night to expose Jack's Film's address to millions in order to intimidate is not a mistake. That's harassment. And now he doesn't feel comfortable in his own home and will probably have to move. That's not fair and it's something I take a stand against. So to answer your question, yes, that's exactly why I'm coming forward. And before you say he was harassing her too, he wasn't. Not only did he refrain from commenting on her controversial past and only stuck to critiquing her content in hopes that she would credit the creators whose content she used and so that she would create better content, which is 100% money, nail on the head. Like, she is 100% spitting facts. This is literally everything in a nutshell. I hate when people come out here and say, oh my God, you're coming out here now, you're just trying to game up, you're trying to just go after SSSniperWolf like everybody else now. Oh, what a coinky-ding. Yes, of course. This is the best time to do it. Keep putting pressure on her. Because if there's actually an opportunity to finally bring to light all the shitty things that she's done in the past, then this is the best opportunity to do it. You should take it. You should actually put the spotlight out there so that people don't just sit there and be like, oh, well, the Jack's Film shit's done. All right, let's move on. And then all the other shit that she's done that's fucked up just gets kind of brushed under the rug because no one's putting a spotlight on her anymore. When the spotlight is, when there's all the lights that are literally on her and everyone's watching every fucking move, this is the best time to come out with it so that's just more shit to go against her and to actually hopefully in some at least universe or maybe in a timeline and hope that at least some form of justice is actually brought forward and there's some form of action taken. Now realistically, is there much of a case? Because I know people said, oh well, you know, what about YouTube, or is anyone actually going to do anything? I don't think there's anything YouTube could do or really want to do, because at the end of the day it's all just ideas. It would be as if like YouTube went after me because Moist Critical made a video before I did and it's about the same topic, and then they're like, oh shit, you made the same topic as he did? Oh my God, y'all almost had the same title and thumbnail. Oh no, boy, you're getting shut down. No shot, dog. That's how silly it sounds. And so for this case with SSSniperWolf and Azzyland, I don't see YouTube being like, oh shit, well, you know what, SSniperWolf, you were kind of copying a lot of her shit. It's almost kind of like 1-to-1. They're not going to sit there and be like that. They're just going to sit there and ignore it because there's no reason for them to do anything about it. Yes, if they go against that, then it's going to start making other people be like, hey, what about this YouTuber copying this or this YouTuber copying that? And then people are going to be like, what about inspiration? Oh, we can't just sit there and talk about the same things or do the same things, even if it's clearly like 1-to-1 exactly the same shit. Nah, YouTube is not going to do anything about it. There's no shot. And then to finish off this video, I want to show one more tweet from Azzyland, which is just pretty much, I want to seal this and you know, in this story. So she responds to a tweet that SSSniperWolf said and said, no, we are not friends. And she has been copying my videos, her thumbnail styles / the way I talk for years, like she's trying to convince people she's me. And then Azzyland replies back by saying, I've been relentlessly bullied for years over these claims of yours. The interview was intended to express the hypocrisy of your claims, and Nerd had his own take on what he had found. All evidence shown by him can be found on the Wayback Machine, where it can't be edited or altered like screenshots can be. There's no value in driving this bullying any further. Anyways, that's all there is to this SSSniperWolf drama. This is everything that I have found up to this point. Who knows what else is going to develop? I'm not even going to say that this is the last video I'm ever going to make on this, because clearly I've been wrong like 2 or 3 times now, and I'm probably going to be wrong if I say it again. So it's just pretty much waiting for the next season of the SSSniperWolf drama to start. Might happen this year, or you know what? Might happen next year. Guess we'll find out. Anyways, you made this far into the video, consider giving a like, subscribing to the channel. Leave me a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.